Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing a Westin HDX Bandit series rear bumper on my 2015 Super Duty. This is going to replace the entire rear bumper assembly. The factory tow hitch is supposed to remain the same. It's going to add the side little steps in the corners so I can get in and out easier since I don't have the tailgate steps, so make it super great for that. And it's also going to raise up my trailer tow connector wiring harness into the next to the license plate, kind of get it up and out of the way so it's not dragging on everything every time I'm towing a trailer or something. So first, I need to get this unboxed and I can get it installed for you. This is what we got so far. There's the instructions, brackets, bolts, backup lights, some sensors, stickers and whatnot. This is the rear bumper. Nice side step. You can get your foot in there. Area where the backup sensors and the backup lights go. The new style license plate lights go over here. Trailer plug from right there. It's going to go right here. License plate bracket right here. And then the hole for the spare tire. A little drain hole here, so make sure it doesn't collect and build up rust. This is the Westin HDX Bandit series. Looks like it came in the mail pretty good. It's very well packaged. I've gotten a little damage down here at the bottom, so I'll have to straighten that out. And then the inside of it, also nicely coated. You got your harnesses there to hold up your backup sensors. Let's see if I can get this put on before it gets too dark. So wiring harness first, and then these two bumper bolts right there. It's kind of hard to see in here, but this is the plug that goes to all of these sensors and lights back here. Let's follow this up and around to see which one you need to unplug. This one was pretty tight. Takes a little bit of effort to get it out. So these bolts are going to be 21 millimeter. I'm going to use my medium torque, I guess what it's called, impact. Let's see how well this works. Surprisingly, that came off without getting all stripped out. Okay. All right, now I gotta do the other side. Passenger side, it's a little bit trickier because the exhaust is in the way. Really, that should be all it holds this in. So it should be this bracket on this side. Just push those through. There we go, there's one side. There we go. Something should just pick out. Like that. Alright, so I just gotta swap over wiring harness and connectors, sensors from this side and that to that side, and then put it back in place. If you don't have one of these things, get one. It's great for pulling out random things, like these little trees that keep snapping. Let's get it out of the way. That'll work. So we made it to step 2, 5 or whatever it is here. Install parking sensors, and there's these little bracket sections here that are going to go on there. Going to hold that in place, and then we're going to extend the wiring harness and make sure all those work. This rubber grommet is slightly bigger than the hole, so I can't really get it entirely centered. It won't go through the hole. I can get the rubber grommet through, but then I can't get the sensor through, so I'm just going to have to kind of center it as best as I can and then try tightening this up. Just about to the point where I get to reuse these brackets up here, and then the original fasteners and bolts and nuts. But I'm going to be working on this. I need to get this out of the way first, so I don't have to duck around with that when the bumper's on. So this just press these little springs, and then it just slides out. After you press on this, hopefully without breaking it, and get that out of the way. And this is just held in place with a couple 10 millimeter bolts. Alright, well those are probably going to end up getting snapped off. So let's break out the impact. So here, let's put on level 3. Let's see if I can just snap these off. Surprisingly, it did not snap off. Grab the brackets, left and a right, I can get these kind of loosely on here, like that, I believe. Don't need to be super tight because I need to do a little bit of adjustments. Kind of like that. There's also another bolt hole up here, gotta take care of. So that is an 18 millimeter. So it looks like we got a bolt, comes through the back side. And then we got a flat washer, and then a lock washer, and a nut. I think I do that to both sides. The instructions say now to use help and then get this on there. Reason being is that there's brackets right here. So I got a nut on there temporarily to keep it from falling back through there. Somehow I got to get this on there and lined up. So I think I'm going to put a tow hitch in here to help hold it while I mess around with everything. Yeah. I'm working on the license plate light. So I got this side put on already. So this is what I'm kind of working on, or working with here. So this is the lights that it came with. These lights had this connector on it, and I'm not really sure what that went to. It doesn't go to anything from a Ford. So I just ripped that off and then put some butt connectors on here. This yellow and blue wire is the positive, and this black and white wire is the negative. Got those wired up. These are really bright. I'm almost a little bit concerned because these are angled out, so it's putting light backwards, but we'll see how that works out. And then I got to get this, both of these corner ones wired together. The black is the ground. Both of those are different levels of brightness, so got to get that taken care of, and then tidy up some wiring up underneath here, and then I should be done. Wire taps here, loose wire wrapped around here, runs down, up underneath, then zip tied up and around, and then attached to that. Reverse light. If you want to know what the wiring is on here, this blue or turquoise with white is positive, this black with white is ground or negative. If you get those confused when wiring, just swap these around and then you should be fine. That's significantly brighter. Can't even tell that the factory backup light is even on, which is amazing. Now I gotta do the other side. So it's nice and dark outside. The license plate lights have been disconnected, so they were blinding the camera, and my driveway has no lighting on it, and I can see everything phenomenally better. So that works much better. If you do get this bumper, I'd recommend disconnecting the license plate lights. They just blind it, not only the camera, but also the traffic behind you. I finished the install on this Westin HDX Bandit rear bumper. It looks amazing. I like to finish from side to side. This step is awesome. I've been wanting to get a side step or fabricate one in my old bumper, so this works out much better. Backup sensors work great. Fitment's kind of a little iffy because the holes are just slightly smaller than they need to be for the rubber grommets that are the factory size. These backup lights are awesome. I got these wired in directly into the backup lights up here. I just ran wiring straight from the top down. Wasn't really that hard, just added it on each side. And so those backup lights work great. Really the only issue I had during the entire install was just the license plate lights. They're just obscenely bright, and they're angled slightly towards the rear. In my state is illegal while you're driving forward. I don't want to be blinding the traffic behind me while I'm driving forward at night. And I do a lot of night driving, so that's going to be an issue. Besides those small things with the license plate lights, this bumper is awesome. It works great. I don't really foresee any problems with it. The mounting brackets on it are really strong. The whole bumper itself is really thick, nice and strong. This bumper is probably going to last longer than my truck. It also looks way better than the rest of the trucks, so I have an issue there. I'll have to put more of the Westin stuff on there. I'll put a link in the description below to this Westin bumper, so if you want one, you can get one yourself as well. The last thing to do is just get my license plate put back on. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know how I did, and I will see you on the next one.